She'll be coming round the corner when she comes.
Yeehaw!
She'll be coming round the corner when she comes. With the spices and cashew nuts, it will be delicious. Go nuts on this spicy, spicy korma.
Adam and Dan, unrelated, Jackson's talking.
Hey, Adam, how you doing?
Hello, Daniel. How are you?
Pretty good, mate. Pretty good.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Why do we actually ask each other that?
Well,
What
just
would
in
happen?
case. Just in case. Well, it's because we are unscripted. We are unrelated and unscripted. So, in case something's going on in our lives which is causing us distress, which will be prime talk topic real estate.
So at the start of each show, we're just checking.
We're just checking whether anything. Well, it's also like a bit of rock paper scissors because like if I go, how you going, Daniel, and you go,
Really, really horrible. Rock. No, I'm sorry. I'm confused.
no. If I go, hey Daniel, how are you? And you go, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm fine.
And you go,
How are you, Adam?
I am so good. Then you're in.
Wow, so good. Why? What's been going on, Adam?
Bingo.
You've been sitting on your couch.
And on the other side, if you ask me,
hey, Adam, how are you?
yeah, all right. How are you? And you go,
Oh, really bad.
oh no, what's happened?
Oh, see, I lost my leg.
Oh, I can see that now. I don't know why I didn't notice that before. Sorry, Daniel.
Yeah. So anyway, as you were saying.
Yeah, I was getting to my problem. Can I talk about seeds, Daniel?
Oh, no. And I just want to say, today we are recording in Adam's beautiful abode, and we're sitting on a couch together. It's very nice. The sun is just sort of
It's
filtering
peeking
in.
through the window. But do you know what, Daniel? It is also a fold-out couch. So if things got really comfortable, then we could tuck ourselves in.
I like the
Tuck
sound of that.
ourselves in and dress up.
With your cupboard full of clothes that aren't actually yours.
That's right, yes.
So we could be lovely, sexy ladies.
Well, if we tucked in well enough.
Yeah. So speaking of tucking and speaking of seed, what did you
yeah.
want to mention?
Well, see, I'm in my new place now. And
Nice.
and I decided I'm going to get my green thumbs on, right?
Okay. Is that a bedroom?
It's
thing?
a strap-on style apparatus, yes.
Or is it just protection for your thumb? So you don't get it dirty. Anyway.
So I decided to do some
moving up.
gardening.
Gardening.
So the people that we bought the house from, they did a fairly good job of keeping things neat, but there was a lot of weeds in one of the gardens. So the first day I was ripping weeds out for hours on end. And
Good feeling. When there aren't too many.
Oh, the roots, Daniel, the roots. You rip one. These are weeds with roots. They go down for feet.
Were they easy to rip out, though?
No, because they have strong root. Danielson have strong root.
When I can.
That's from Karate Kid 3, by the way. The greatest of the Karate Kid movies.
And they still haven't paid me.
No. Anyway, so I got the soil nice and unrooted and unweeded and whatnot. So I go and I want to buy something because I want to do a herb garden, you see.
Hoibs.
Hoibs, that's right. So I'm getting me coriander,
Oh, yeah.
getting me cumin. Or
Ooh,
is it cumin?
cumin.
Or is it cumin? Is it
Coming around the corner. For me...
coming around the corner? Did
I
you
actually
make
meant-
that up?
I meant to say corner, like
Because
she'll be
it's
coming
used
round
in
the
Indian
corner.
food. That's amazing. Coming round the corner.
Well, that one's a freebie.
Eggs. Can we put that on a t-shirt? Or
Coming round the corner. Yeah, let's. Yeah, it's pretty easy to do that sort of shit these days.
what else am I?
low cost.
What else?
What else?
A few
So
others.
You're coriandering, you're coming.
Yep.
What else are you doing? You're parsley.
Parsleying, probably. Okay. Time.
Yep.
Time.
Have you got the time? I've got the
don't
coming.
have- hey, got some chili. Chili.
All right. I like it hot.
Yep. So anyway, I came to the realization because I bought all these little seed packets, right, from I don't know, Kmart, Bunnings, one of those places.
So you didn't get like a sort of generational original seeds that that haven't been genetically modified and all that kind of thing.
No, I got the cheapest.
Monsanto special.
And then I go and I get the soil ready and I put on my gloves and I open the seeds ready to plant them. And
Naked.
no,
I'll let you tell the story.
I'm unrooted.
Right.
And I realize that I've been stupid
Oh.
because I didn't realize, or I didn't make the connection between the most obvious thing that I should have made the connection from.
Okay.
I opened the little packet of seeds of cumin seeds, and I noticed that there's about 12 seeds in the packet
Oh,
for about $2.25.
$2.25.
And then I opened the coriander,
And
and there's about 12 to 15, maybe 20 coriander seeds in there. Again, $2.25. And I opened the chili seeds, and there's about 12 chili seeds,
okay.
$2.25.
Okay.
And I realize
What do you realize?
in my spice rack, I've got cumin seeds, I've got coriander seeds. Not in my spice rack, but elsewhere I can buy a chili full of seeds for 4 cents. But I'm spending $2.20 on a couple of seeds, and I had them in my spice rack. I didn't make the connection that there's no difference between buying seeds to eat and buying seeds to plant, but they're the same thing.
Really? You
Yeah.
put them side by side and...
Yeah, they look the same.
Really?
And the chili seeds were the biggest giveaway because they're just the, like when you open a capsicum, all the seeds inside. That's chili seeds, but just, from a chili.
Dried.
Maybe dried. I don't know if there's any difference.
Huh. I wonder if there is a different process. I know
I don't know.
I know some expensive grass seeds come coated in fertilizer.
Oh, well, that
But-
sounds genetically,
Enhanced.
yeah.
Um,
It's like chocolate bullets or something.
Wow. So
But
you
I mean, I
found
just
it-
felt ripped off because I pay
Yeah.
about $1.50 for like 1,000 coriander seeds in my spice rack.
Mind you get some instructions with the seeds.
Yeah,
packets.
well, that's why the internet was invented by Al Gore.
We're still milking his teats
We
to
are,
get
yeah.
more internet out.
I've got
Well, yeah.
got to increase his
Ooh.
bandwidth.
Whoa. I'm glad you've got warm hands this morning.
So that's my
internet
rant.
surfer.
I was trying to be environmentally conscious and ended up paying some fat cat over the top for some
$2.25. It adds up. It adds up.
Yeah, well,
That's a really good point, though. Okay. So perfect. Plant your packet seeds and your other seeds right next to each other and see which does best.
we've got ourselves an old-fashioned garden off.
We do. Yeah, garden off. Yeah.
Except we won't know the results for like 4 to 6 weeks.
And you wouldn't have known that unless you had Al Gore or the seed packet.
I'll choose Al Gore over a seed packet any day.
Will you?
Not really.
No.
No,
He's
No.
a bit too juicy.
that's right. I mean,
So now with your... I know what you do straight away after you discover this information. You go to the internet and type it somewhere and let the good people know that they are being ripped off.
no, I'm not a troll, Daniel.
You're not a troll. You are liberating
no,
people.
that's true. I'm going to the sound waves to do it. I'm going to the air, to the podosphere.
Oh, I didn't even think about this podosphere that
Yeah.
we're participating
The power that we hold, Daniel. We hold such power. The suppliers. What's the opposite of consumer?
Supplier.
The suppliers are shaking in their boots because we've got the power over the consumers to whether they buy seeds or master food.
But I thought you might have done something a lot more immediate.
I cried.
No, I thought
cried
you would have gone
my
to
little eyes out.
petercundall.net and gone onto his forum.
Who's Peter Cundall?
He's the guy that used to host Gardening Australia.
Was he the Welsh one?
Yes.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it. Very good. He was great.
He was awesome.
The other one that was good was the cooking guy on ABC. He was bald, but he had a lot of shaggy hair at the back, and he had a mustache.
Whoa.
Ian Parmenter or something. He was always drunk.
Did he? Was he? Did
He
he
was
have
great.
to wear some sort of cap across his moustache to stop the hairs falling into the food?
No, I think
Like
Was he a chef or did he just eat? I can't remember.
maybe just waxed the moustache together.
Can chefs have mustache? Are you saying that chefs aren't allowed to have mustaches?
Well, I'm just questioning how does he stop that hair falling in the
Do you know
food?
any? Do you know any chefs with mustaches?
No. I know a lot of bald chefs.
Well, that's probably easier because then they won't have to worry.
Exactly. Just the little hairs fall in.
Just the
The little stumps.
That's flavour.
A few stumps in your
So it's
broth.
like stone soup. You just
Whatever falls in.
whatever falls in. That's all right. No. It's you say it's what gives it the flavour when actual fact is nothing.
What? So are you admitting the hair or not? I'm confused. What in the stone soup relates to the hair?
Well, okay.
Give me the example. What's the dish?
What you're saying
Feed
is,
me.
Yeah. So
Gobble gobble.
how it's a deviation of stone soup. It's a retelling, if you will.
So it's a deviate stone soup. Okay.
Exactly. So the chef, he's balding, right? But he's lazy. He doesn't do anything about it, and he's making his soup, and the hair's falling in, and the consumer's going, "Hey, hang on, you've got hair going into your soup. That's disgusting." And he says, No. It's what gives it the special flavor. And the consumer says, that sounds fine then. Fine. I'll take 12. So it's not quite stone soup, but, in a similar vein.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. You know
Gotcha.
the story of stone soup, right? I'm not...
What is that? Oh no, I have no idea what you're talking about. Is that a
What?
thing?
You don't know the story of stone soup?
No, please tell me.
Ah.
I'm sitting down. I'm waiting. I'm ready.
Oh, dearie me.
My breath is being baited with some hooks.
It's one of
and
these old
worms.
stories. I'll have a sipple of water and then I'll tell you the story.
Make it a noisy sipple. I like it noisy. Come on.
Sipples make me choke. I'll probably burp too now. Delicious.
Dear me.
Stone soup. So, an old beggar was walking
Is she
on.
hot?
No, it's a he. Well, it doesn't have
it's
to
a
be,
guy.
but in my story, it's a beggar.
Is he hot?
And he's a beggar. He's thin. He's all skin and bones. He's a model.
He could
you
be
know what I
like-
mean? He does his little turn on the
Who's that
catwalk.
chick with the teeth?
Kate Moss.
No, I was thinking her, but no, the actress who has the thin canine teeth.
Canine teeth.
Shit, and she's all in
A
those
vampire.
Pride and Prejudice movies, and she's
Keira
like-
Knightley.
Yes.
Vampire teeth. I never knew that.
No, I said canine teeth.
Canine.
Anyway, please continue. There's a hot beggar that's thin and
Yeah.
is in period dramas.
And in some stories, he gets captured by the king, and other times he just goes up to the king. And he says, I am actually a very famous chef, and I was just wondering, Your Grace, if I could have one of your kingdom's stones to make my famous stone soup, which is the best soup in the world. And the king goes, stone soup? What do you mean? That's impossible. He said, well, I am the greatest chef in the world. So the king says, well, you're not just going to make stone soup for yourself. You're going to make it for me too. So he brings the beggar into the royal kitchen and puts his personal cook to help the beggar make the stone soup. So he gets a big cauldron, fills it with water, and puts the stone in there for a while. So he's like, all right, and lets it simmer.
Mm.
And the cook goes, oh, great, so it's ready. He said, no. You've got to season a little bit. Do you have any salt? And so put some salt in. I said, okay, yeah, it's going quite well. Yeah, but it needs something else. Do you have any stock? I said, oh, yeah, bring some stock for the stone soup. Puts the beef stock in there. So, good, yeah, okay, this stone's going well. Do you have any meat? Meat and goes really well in stone soup. So he puts the meat in, he puts some herbs in, puts some pepper in, puts some wine in to help the stone soup. And then he serves it to the king, and the king goes, that is delicious. And everyone has a bowl of soup, including the beggar. So the beggar gets his fill. And at the very end, the beggar gives the stone to the king so you can make it yourself if you want. So the beggar walks away with a full tummy and a song on his lips.
Wow.
And that's the story of stone soup. It's a beggar outwitting a kingdom to get a free dinner.
What a clever fellow.
Yeah.
And then he went and founded Apple Computers.
No, because he wasn't a vegetarian.
right. Yes.
So that's what I mean. It's you tell tales to to get you free dinner.
Wow. Yeah, now I'm with you.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
If I'd said that the other way, if I'd said the story of stone soup before the story of hare soup, it would have made more sense, I guess.
It absolutely would have.
Oh, well.
Then I would have had the reference.
Well, maybe you could just edit it.
And swap it around.
Yeah, like be none the wiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably will do that.
You won't.
I won't? No. Okay.
No point.
So have you ever actually had an example in real life where you've been able to go, oh, that was just like that stone soup?
Not really. No, apart from this conversation we just had.
Where did you hear the story?
It was great. Jim Henson's The Storyteller. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Oh, it's so good. So good. They got John Hurt. John Hurt? Yeah, John Hurt. And as an old man, he's an old man now, but back then they made him an even older man. And they gave him a pet dog who could talk. And he would tell these old European folk tales. But like a lot of them had, most folk tales as we know them now, go for about 10 lines. But the expanded versions of them, some of them were more gory and some of them just had more complexity to them. Like, they did one and it was the story of, with the shoe, Cinderella. Well, it was what Cinderella became. No, sorry, Cinderella came out of this story. So it had a shoe that had to fit one person, but it also had a ring that fit one person, but it also had like animals that made a wedding dress out of like feathers and fur for this lady, and it was all very significant. But they were great. They were so intricate, and they were done with Muppets and with humans. And one of the good ones was The Soldier and Death, about this soldier who captured death in his sack, and therefore nobody else would die. So we thought it was a great idea, but then all these old people showed up on his door saying, "Oh, we want to die." So he let Death go, and Death would, did his thing, but now was afraid of the man. So the man had to walk the earth for the rest of forever, because Death was afraid of him.
Whoa, that's such a weird story,
isn't it? I don't know what the moral is. I don't know what you're going to teach the kids with that.
Be careful what you wish for.
I don't know, because it was a bit sad, because he was always trying to do things to help other people and end up immortal.
And so it was like a really bad breakup where him and Death couldn't be in the same area at the same time.
That's right.
He had to go and piss off.
Well, no,
were people complaining that like Death wasn't feeling comfortable and able to do his job properly?
No, when?
So the man who captured Death,
yes,
he had to, after this whole ordeal, walk the earth.
Yep.
Because he couldn't be near Death anymore because Death was scared of him.
Yep.
So he's just like a rapist or something.
So he can never die.
Or a pedophile.
He's like a pedophile, yeah.
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 You don't want him in the area.
No. And the sad part is, in this story anyway, because he captured Death in this sack, because he got this magic sack from this dude,
Santa.
From this dude here. And it was like, if you want something, call it into the sack, and it has no choice but to come into the sack. Maybe this is the moral you teach the kids. Yes.
Don't crawl in the sack. Don't crawl into the van.
So at first he was just like calling geese into his sack so he could have dinner and stuff like that. And then he went to play because he also won a deck of cards that would win every time for him. So he went to this castle that was haunted by devils, and he was winning, and he won all the treasure in the castle from the devils. And then the devils got all angry and were about to kill him. And he said, "Oh, do you know what this is?" And they say, "It's a sack. A sack." "Well, if it's a sack, then get into it." And all the devils had to go into the sack, and he wouldn't let them out until they promised to be nice.
To give him a massage.
Yeah, that's right. And then he called Death into the sack, and he was running around going, "I've got Death in my sack." You've got to get onto this.
And all the ladies are like, "Yeah, no thanks."
It does sound vaguely like a VD, doesn't it? "I've got Death in my sack."
Who wants some?
Oh,
coming
dear.
to you around the corner. No, around the Korma. That's right.
Right, coming around the corner.
The Korma Hotel.
Oh, dearie me.
That is such a bizarre.
I mean, you got to get into it. It's great. Good times.
Deathly Sack.
Yeah,
that's the title of the thing, isn't it? Right.
That's it.
Man, have you ever gone back and looked at any of your childhood storybooks that you used to read?
No, not
Why?
really.
Are they still around?
I don't think I have a lot of them. I'm trying to
Because
think.
my parents, they have quite a few of, if not all, of the childhood books that they used to read to us.
Yeah,
or read with us.
Well, and what one was very profound when you went back and saw it?
Well, the thing is, I haven't actually done this exercise.
I see.
No, for a reason, because my sister did.
Right?
My sister went back and read like the Magic Faraway Tree and all those kinds of things. They were no good.
Oh, really? Like poorly written, or?
I can't remember. I didn't even want to know. It was, all I knew was that it ruined the memories, or it ruined the magic surrounding those books.
Oh, so she couldn't get the feling that she felt back then.
Yeah, she's like, oh, this isn't the same. Mind you, I do remember. I have gone back and looked at one of the books that I used to apparently love and ask to be read over and over again when I was a kid. And I think it had something to do with Sesame Street, but there was this tale of a kid that was playing with matches, and he used to play with matches all the time, and he was doing it in the basement.
This can't end well.
Yeah, he set the house alight. So this big black dude in a cape came with his flying dog and saved him. But the thing I remember about this storybook was the way it was drawn was just very different, very individual. Lots of squiggly lines and things are very distinct. And even to this day, it kind of, I don't know, it's like a piece of art that just strikes you in a certain way that you can't stop staring at it. And it sort of really draws you in. And so this book, even to this day, I'm still looking at it going, no wonder I was sort of enamored by this book, because look at it. It's not freaky, but look at it. It's just crazy.
Have you ever tried to? Obviously, you've still got the book, so you'd be able to find out who the illustrator was and be able to look up some of his other work.
Yeah, I would be able to. Yeah, I wonder if he's still alive, and if he's. I guess he probably produced work always in that style.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I met a children's book illustrator recently, and I was looking through his catalogue, and
Was he hot?
No.
Keira Knightley hot?
Got some canines.
Right,
Got some
yeah.
canines, baby. But yeah, no, what struck me was, you could always tell that his work was his work. He did have a style, but at the same time, he could adapt a book. Like, he was doing one book just about like I think a lost balloon or something like that. But then another book, it's still a children's book, but it was about World War One. And it was incredible. Like, he did his research. Like, he was working, I think, with a guy who...
Peter Cosgrove.
No. Like
Sean Cosgrove.
Who?
Coxie?
Coxie?
No,
He was
I don't know.
working with
The
Courtney
Big Break?
Cox.
Courtney Cox? No,
and
sorry.
Chandler Bing. And... Anyway, and like a historian, I guess, who was saying, no, the satchel has to be on this side, not on that side, and stuff like that. So it was really quite intricate. So it wasn't... between his books, you could always tell that he was him, but the style would change quite a lot. So, yeah, maybe he does like adult drawings, your man. You never know.
What, of naked people?
Of Daniel.
Of Daniel.
Maybe you're his muse, and like for all his life, he's been drawing this dark-haired man with a lovely smile, and he doesn't know who it is. And then you finally find him, and it's
me
like,
in the dark.
it's you.
In the dark.
Were you in the dark?
Well, I'm not black.
Dark hair.
Dark hair. Sorry.
Jeez.
Now I'm with you.
I remember when I was a kid.
Black.
The only time I have ever tried to find a children's book, I remember when I was a kid reading a children's book and being freaked out by it. And for the last, I haven't been doing it recently, but last year, I would spend a lot of time on the internet trying to find this book. It was a book about, it was either Japanese or Chinese. I'm not sure which.
Itchy knees.
He had the bamboo cane hat, the circular one, and he was a bear hunter. And what he would do, and the story was just like, I guess, a day in his life. And I think what happened, it was so long ago, I can't remember exactly what happened. But he was stalking a bear, and I can't remember if he killed it or not. He might have let it go. Or... No, he killed a bear, and then a bear was about to kill him, but let him go. And then he goes and he has a drink of sake at somebody's house, and then he goes back out again, and the same bear comes back, and I think it's vaguely open-ended, but I'm pretty sure that the bear ends up killing the man.
What?
Well, which is probably why I can't find it.
Because you made it up in your head.
No, because it's macabre. But
How did you get in contact with this book in the first place?
it was at my primary school library.
Oh.
So
What's
that's
their
probably
number?
one place I didn't look. But,
What's that?
but I've been searching for this book. I looked up Japanese children's book Bear Hunter. I've looked Chinese children's book Bear Hunter. Does it, for those listening out there, if this sounds at all familiar to you, can you contact me? Because I would. I'm not going to pay any money. I was about to suggest a reward, but I'm not going to give you any reward except my beaming smile of gratitude if you can give me any leads on where to find a copy of this book.
I haven't even seen that smile before, so it'd be quite amazing, I think.
Yeah, no, it's not for you, Daniel.
No,
It's not for you.
no. Just happy pants is for me. And a very tight and intimate hug.
That's right.
Are you wearing... Daddy's wearing his happy... Oh, I shouldn't have gone to Daddy.
Hang on.
Uncle Daniel's... No, that's even worse.
I'm trying to think now.
Sexy lover Daniel's wearing his happy pants today. I'm
If
happy to
telling-
see you.
Telling somebody that you give the best hugs in order to rub your erection on them, is that a version of stone soup?
Whoa. Okay. Now you're going to have to talk me through this because I'm pretty slow. What?
It's like, oh, I'm just going to give you a hug.
Uh-huh.
It's the best hug. So what's that thing between your legs? It's just part of the best hug. Is that stone soup or am I off track here?
Well, okay, so I need to flesh this out. So meat is involved.
No, but it's like it's not about the meat. It's not about the spices. It's about the pretense of something when you actually want to do something else. It's like Little Red Riding Hood. All the better to eat. No, I guess it's not.
All the better to eat your stone soup with.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe
Your
I'm
meat
wrong
with.
there.
No, I think you're right though. This is an example, right?
Well, that's what I'm trying to
Yeah.
work out.
Wow. So we've actually found out another real life situation where you have done the stone soup thing.
I guess. Well, not me. Nearly
Damn, I almost got you to admit to that. a friend of a friend.
Happened to a friend of a friend of mine.